Hello everyone, today we are gonna see a different kind of communication type, like how we are getting a data or how our PLC systems or modules are connected. So basically this whole system called a two-layer redundant system. Now what does that mean? So for an example, there are two PLCs are there, which is a Siemens PLC, which is S7-1500. So how it works is one is a master and one is a slave. Now you know the basic concept of how a smart grid is connected. So what is actually happens there, it's if for an example one router or one grid is off, then like some manufacturing plant or anything are like that, so we need to get a power there 24/7, so we cannot let it cut down. So what we do, we connect all different grids together so that failure won't happen. So same here thing what we did in a PLCs, that two PLCs are there, more PLCs can be connected. Here there are two PLCs, one is a master, one is a slave. Now for an example, both have a IM module, which is directly we are getting the input output to at a one point. Now it's connected, like we have to connect the both PLC, all right, also. So this is connected with the help of a fiber optics, which has a transmitter, receiver and a link module. With the help of is getting the data. Now what actually happens here, you can see there is a MRP ring. What is MRP ring is, there are different rings, different modules. This is the IO module. What actually happened, with the help of Ethernet we are connecting everything. For an example, there is a one ring you can see here over here. If this PLC is connected in that ring, another is also connected in that ring. Now for example, this PLC got failure, so we don't want our process to stop. So what we can do, the another PLC just switch it over and now that PLC will operate. The IOs for both will be the same, whatever input, like for an example I1.0.0 is there, so whatever the pin number, whatever the sensor pin is here, that one is also given to that. This is how it's connected. Now where this kind of application is needed, we can take a simple example of injection molding machine. So what's actually happen that, for an example, if in between some process stop, so what gonna happen, the production or the plastic module, it will get a damage, what we don't want. So this kind of module we can use that. Okay, so this is the kind of system which is already connected with the Ethernet and we are using it like that. Now we are gonna see how the dashboards are used and how connected. So let's see the another module. So here what we have for a communication, for an example, sometimes what happen, we have a different kind of PLC, or we in like a same industry, we use a different kind of machines or robots which are connected with the different PLCs. So now what we want to connect that all PLCs to at a one point, that's what we needed. So here as you can see here, there is a different PLC modules. There is a Siemens one, there is a Logo one, which is basically you can do a ladder logic program in itself, like in this module itself. Then we have a Mitsubishi, then we have a Festo. So there are different PLC modules. Then we have IO modules for it. So how it's connected, it's we don't have to connect every input, every sensors or anything, every output component, motors and everything to directly to PLC. We can actually connect it with the IOs. There is a number of inputs and outputs. This is a Siemens one, this is a Festo one. So what we can do is we connect every our inputs output to this input output module, and from there with the help of single Ethernet cable we can connect our PLC, and from PLC also same single Ethernet cable, with the help of it we are connecting with this a PLC module. So this is one kind of a Siemens module that is connecting a different PLCs for to get or to made a one single dashboard. So this one is a simple example of a single dashboard where we take a data from a different PLC. Now in this specific system, what is actually happening, that the protocol this systems or this PLCs are using, that should be in some like only applicable to our OPC or TCP/IP or Ethernet. So this is the common protocols used in these three type. If someone else using a different modules, then we have to use a different kind of module or different kind of systems. But here the protocol is used here is quietly same. So that's why we are connecting this all with a single module, and then we are making a simple dashboard. So this is how we, or definitely in industry, if you see this kind of modules or systems are available nowadays. So in this there is also one advancement that we will see further. So as we discuss over there, that advanced technology in this dashboard thing, what actually happen is this making this whole dashboard manually, it's a little bit a time consuming process. So here this is the advanced technology. What we can do here over is that we can take not only data from a single PLC, but from also IoT gateway is there, then MES platform is there, then also from a SCADA and DCS system we also get data at one single point, and from there we can make access. So just simple imagine or just understand it like there is a AI. which is creating the dashboards. So basically how it's done, like you have any industries or you have any system of it. Now you want to make any dashboards or anything for a customized production, like you don't want every data of the machine, you just want a specified data of the machine. You only want to know the current of it or voltage of it, or just like how much production is happen or not. So this only data you needed. So what you're gonna do is we only like first what we do is get every data on one single system. Like we all know a digital twin technology. So what is digital twin technology basically is whatever the machines or a robots or anything is there, it's actually happening or operating in real time in some platform like a modular system, and it will also, we can connect it from there also, and we can access it from there also. So same thing is happen here. First we made a digital twin technology of our industrial module, you can imagine, and from there we are getting every data and making this kind of a dashboards over there. So what actually happen is, what we can do, there is an AI, you can add or edit or any prompt, like what we do in a GPT. So what actually happens in a GPT, that we all know, that you put any prompt or you put that this kind of photos or this kind of thing you want, and it will give you result according to whatever the data is put it previous. So same thing is happen here. Digital twins, like using digital twin, we take all the data of our system or a production or our machines and everything at a one point, and from there with the help of this win.ai, what we do, we get the data according to, for an example, I put that I need a current, power or ratings, or how my voltage monitoring, that I want to do. So I just put a prompt like I want this kind of data, and according to that, in just a fraction of minutes, it's made this whole dashboard over there. It will give me the basically this dashboard. So this is not only like one time you made, this is a fix, it's not like work like that. If you want to edit it, that okay, I don't like this kind of prompt, I want this another way, so that is also possible. So there is a backend software, like a backend thing like Grafana, there is a there, on that they made, or whatever the prompt you put it, you can actually change it that also. And if you want to made by one, you by yourself, so they can also give you one user ID and that. So with the help of that, you can edit there also according to whatever you need. So this is the advanced technology or advanced AI agent that we know everywhere AI used nowadays for a smart automation or for a smart industrial applications. So same thing is happen over here. That is a traditional dashboards what we connected with the help of Ethernet, but this is the smart dashboard that we can made in a fraction of minutes. So that's it for today's video. I hope you like this exploration series. Thank you.